Hello everyone, Steve Tober with Jack Venezia, Sideline Chatter, Spotlight, the Greater Newark Tournament, and Jack Venezia, 80th year. What a historic granddaddy of tournaments in New Jersey, and you go back to the days of Harry Chattel in Morristown and Gordy Lamatti in Union, great history.
I ran into Coach Lamatti 2 weeks ago at a game that I was working at Cranford. It was great to see him, and I was actually telling Coach about our game at SS Catholic. I played in the Greater Newark Tournament in '67 and '68 with SS Catholic under Mr. Garvey, and we actually beat Coach Lamatti's team in Union 2-1 in 1968. And he remembered it. He talked about the play, about the ball that was hit up the hill. It was a great time with him.
Of course, the late Harry Chattel and Gordy Lamatti still going strong. Elliot Maddox, Al Santorini. Used to run into Al at Yogi Berra's Golf Classic, and so many great players. When they played the old school stadium, what can you tell us about going back then? There were some idiosyncrasies.
Well, I remember Zisk and Pyle from Parsippany. That was a tremendous game. I want to say 1966. But in any case, Al Santorini, I was in the 8th grade, and I went to see them at Montclair High School. And I was a kid at the time, but Al Santorini was the best thing I had ever seen. That was at Woodland Field, and I agree with you, semi-final.
And you get schools like St. Benedict's, of course, Montclair with Marty Thompson, Ronnie Burton, Buddy Fortunato. I mean, some teams of vintage, guys that are still in the area following the kids today as nearing senior citizenship. So the tournament has so many great memories. And we look at today, Jack, one of the great facets of 2012, I think, has been the play-in bracket that you guys brought in last year to get some of the teams, maybe not with the established baseball programs, but they can compete well amongst themselves and gain that 15th and 16th seed to get in. I think it's been a great addition to the tournament.
Yeah, we're very happy about that. John Porcelli, my partner, running the Greater Newark Tournament now, and Bruce Essing, and the Essex County Athletic Directors Association. They had the foresight to bring that on, and it makes it more competitive. We have 25 schools in this year, and today, in fact, we start through their 3 games in this play-in bracket, and that will conclude next Thursday.
And Jack, you talk about the aura, the history of the tournament. Nothing would be complete without Doc Geltz Field in Verona in the modern era, certainly. That semifinals coming up on May 12th. And that's part of baseball as well.
Absolutely, it's a tremendous venue, and the folks up in Verona, Gary Felicia now, the athletic director, they make it very special for us. And gosh, we've held our semis there for, well, since I can remember. I mean, this is going back to at least since maybe 1972 or so. They've been playing up there. So they do a wonderful job for us, and we're looking forward to that. We've got our doubleheader. It's 12:30 and I believe 3:15, somewhere around that. It'll be a great day.
Come out for what is a great afternoon of baseball, maybe the best afternoon of the entire spring season. And all the old timers, Mike Shepard Sr., Teddy Fiore, all the guys who love baseball, they'll come out for that specific day for sure to be in the crowd and watch some great baseball. Speaking of Mike Shepard Sr., his son Mike Jr., just near the 600 win plateau coming up at Seton Hall Prep, a 12-time champ, certainly a heavy favorite this year. But some interesting teams with Montclair and Milburn, so it should be a good tournament.
Yeah, I had Montclair the other day against Clifton, and they have some pitching. They do a real nice job, and then I think it's going to be a great tournament. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And Jack, the final, Joey DiVincenzo and the good folks will arrange for Newark Bears and Eagles Stadium, Riverfront Stadium down in Newark, and it's been a great setting, an exciting setting. I think Seton Hall Prep Milburn a few years back. I think it was '08. What a final that was! It turned out to be played on a Saturday night. I think it was replayed because of the weather, and they've had a couple of those instances. But this year, Sunday, May 20th at 5:30. Come on down, Bears and Eagles. It's easy approach, certainly on a Sunday too, and plenty of parking, and come down and see some great baseball.
And some baseball fans, they might enjoy going to see the Bears who played before the game. And again, that's going to be a great day for us.
And I've talked to some people, Camden Yards, the fine Somerset ballpark in Bridgewater. The Bears and Eagles Stadium, done by a similar architectural design. It's a really nice ballpark, and the kids really enjoy coming down there for that.
It's wonderful, and most of the kids will probably never experience anything like that, unless they're fortunate, to move on to play some college baseball. But it's just a tremendous venue, and our county executive Joe DiVincenzo and the staff down at the Eagles and Bears, they really go out of their way to make it special for us.
Thinking back in 2006, West Essex from this area, we're standing actually in front of the Caldwell Diamond, which is a great setting for baseball always in the regular season or whenever. But I remember West Essex beating Seton Hall as a 15 seed, I believe, Scotty Oliano's team. Yeah. And that was a great memory at Bears and Eagles.
Yeah, and I don't remember that ever happening, at least not during my tenure. I guess it's my 23rd year or so, as one of the directors of the tournament. But I know Columbia, they came from a seed back in the 90s. Might have been a 13th or 14th, but not a 15th seed.
Yeah, we're with Jack Venezia, the co-director, along with John Purcelli of the Greater Newark Tournament. Jack's been involved with baseball in Essex County for so many years. Steve Tober and Sideline Chatter. And Jack, you tell the people in the spring season it goes by so quick, but the GNT, especially when you get down to the semis and finals, just one of the great events to come to.
Absolutely, and it is the oldest tournament in the state. This is our 80th year, as Steve may have mentioned, and as I said, I'm just fortunate to be a part of it. As a player, as a coach, when I was coaching down at Immaculate with Joe Lennon years ago, and as an umpire, and now as a director. So it's quite an honor for me to be involved as I have been.
And Jack, you look at Essex County baseball, so much history, and one thing great, the coaches who were involved with your committee for seeding the tournament, very dedicated group.
Absolutely. We had a real fine meeting the other night, and we set it up where the coaches come on a rotating basis, and there's representation from every division. We had two from every one of the divisions in the new SEC conference.
Well, we're going to certainly encourage you to come out for the Greater Newark Tournament this year. Remember the semifinals on Saturday, May 12th, 12:30 and 3:15 at Verona's Doc Eltz Field, in the final scheduled for Sunday, May 20th, 5:30 p.m. at Bears and Eagles Riverfront Stadium in Newark. And log on to Sideline Chatter for all the information on the tournament as it moves forward. And I want to thank Jack Venezia, the veteran tournament director, for joining us. I'm Steve Tober. Thanks for logging on, and enjoy your baseball, everyone.